Welcome along, everybody. We are here for bronze action tonight then as well. And, getting myself sorted. We've got the technical difficulties hopefully out of the way. I think. Have we? Oh, goodness me. I just realised I spent too much money on the ALR chat. I was only meant to spend £10. Oh, goodness me, I'll have to refund myself. But anyway, welcome along to Bronze Season 11, Round 1. Then we are loading into the lobby. But firstly, we're going to go through the teams and drivers. I had a bit more planned, but we've had some lobby issues there getting that sorted. But hopefully we're underway now. Hopefully you can hear me. Fingers crossed you can at least, and hopefully we'll have some racing action then to unfold in just a jiffy, then qualifying first of course, but we'll go through the teams and constructors quickly as well, as we'll get ourselves loaded into the lobby as well, and hopefully we can crack on in just a jiffy. Then Rosa, Sky and Irvine then line up for the orange team then in the McLaren. Looking to see how they're going to do then in this season. Then looking like a strong pairing as well then for the Papaya team. Then can they go all the way then in season 11? Then Cody and San then line up in the McCrady's. And of course we've had some technical difficulties, so we're going to get I think we've got everybody in. We've got one person missing then, so we're nearly there. Cody and San then looking good in the Mercedes. Then let's see what they can do tonight then in their first outing. Then Cody then his first full-time appearance then in bronze. Then R2 Pete and Marsky make up the Red Bull team then. And they're looking strong as well then for the non-Christian Horner team now. That's good stuff indeed. Kaidale and Mushroom in the Ferrari then. And I'm going to have to rush through this because qualifying started then. Vintage and Real Ashton in the Williams. Housey and Ducanco in the Racing Bull. Then Jake the Slayer, sorry, and Mr. Elite in the Aston Martin. It's Mr. Elite's having the issues trying to get himself into the lobby. Hopefully he can get that sorted. And then we've got Rocket Lee then and Liam then in the Haas. And then we've got Wab Stappen and Jay Hings in the Kick Sauber then. And last but not least, Groove Ninja and Tom Huffy then in the Alpine. Let me get rid of that then, and let me try and get the audio on as well then. There we go. Here we are in qualifying then. We've got ourselves finally into the session there for Bronze Season 11 Round 1 then, and away we go. And we've got R2 Beat saying good luck all then in the comment centre. His first appearance in bronze then is R2 Beat, so looking forward to seeing what he can do then. Good luck from Styles then for the bronze team. Of course, Styles then now in silver after a fantastic bronze season last year now. Goodness me. Hello all from Lewis Roy as well then. Lewis looking strong then yesterday in silver then. Ryan Luckett said good evening all and good luck as well then. And I'm not sure who Ryan Luckett is, but thank you very much for joining us, and looking forward to seeing your comments in the stream as well then. And then we've got Lewis saying good luck all as well then. Mushroom for pole says Styles then. Evening lads from the Vintage, and the true Geordie is here. Evening Vintage as well then. Cody has said then evening everyone then. Game almost made me not play. Good luck all then, and hopefully Cody, well, he has got himself in the session because there he is then. He's on track now for the Mercedes outfit. Then let's see what he can do then in his first qualifying outing of the session, the first qualifying outing of the session of the season, I should say. Goodness me, I can't get my words out. It's already been only been 2 minutes or so. Evening Stars as well then from Vintage, and evening all from the Mushroom himself as well then. P12 after a dive from one desperate driver, says Stars, and goodness me. Evening all as well then from Housey then. Good stuff indeed. Kiki says good luck bronze, and Vintage said a nightmare, and Miss Bronze already says Styles there. Mr. Mushroom then evening Squire as well then. Formula Moments then. Jake the Slayer said you everyone good luck for all of bronze then. Evening Nosy from Vintage, and goodness me, I can't read all the comments up. This is why we don't start the stream too late, because I've got to get the commentary for the qualifying and the reading out the comments as well. Then it's too much for me. Change my name, says Anarchy as well. Then good stuff indeed. Anarchy hopefully racing them from next week. Good stuff indeed. Light Rain, says Real Ashton in the comment section. Then goodness me, that could be, I'm guessing that's going to be for the race itself then, because it's not looking too rainy in qualifying as Cody crosses the line to set a 17.3 and set ourselves underway in bronze season 11 then. Good stuff indeed. Marsky with a 17.6 puts himself P3, but San's gone faster with a 16.5 then for the other Mercedes driver then. Both Mercedes then looking pretty strong here then in the opening outings of qualifying. Jay Hings, oh dear, we've got Rocket Lee. I missed him there. Rocket Lee then a 16.1 then puts himself on provisional pole position as Kaidel splits the Mercedes with a 16.999. Don't call the police then, it's just the qualifying session there underway then for 14 minutes to go then, as of course we're behind schedule now. Goodness me, I'm going to have to blame Sean as well for that. Kamara Racers and Evening Alex and hello all racers and good luck Bronze with a €10 donation there as well then. Thank you very much Kamara Racer, and of course happy birthday to the Austrian driver then. Of course he raced on his birthday then in silver last night, then got himself some good points there as well then for the I want to say the Williams team there, but I don't know what the teams are, to be fair, so I've only done one round and I've already it's always every new season is a bit of a difficult one trying to get my head around on who's in what car now, because obviously it changes every season, or almost every season, depending on who stays where and who goes where. But we have got a bit of a mix-up then. Sam then on the front row, then Rocket Lee then looking very comfortable on pole position as it stands. Groove Ninja then on the second row with a 17.0 then for the Alpine machine. R2 Beat with a 17.1 P5 then in his Red Bull then, of course, then for silver. Jay Hings then had a bit of a difficult lap then, a 24.9 there for the Kick Sauber driver then, but looking forward to seeing what Jay Hings can do then in this session, and of course in this season as well then. Rosa Sky's had an issue somewhere. He has invalidated his time, but maybe going again then for the McLaren then. Looks like he's going off on another outing around the circuit then. Goodness me, what's that on track there? That's a scary sight indeed. It is well, it's Ginger Rage, and Real Ashton's done a 19.1 then on his, of course he's on a new wheel then is Real Ashton, then looking forward to seeing how he develops through the season. Then Ginger Rage's done an 18.4, puts himself P8 then in the Alpine machine. He is reserving in place of Tom Huffy tonight then, and I think there's one other reserve as well then. Who is it? It's Baz in the Racing Bull then, so looking forward to seeing what Baz can do as well. He did have an outing then last night then in silver as well then, but Baz then in the Racing Bull for... who is it for? This is the problem with the new seasons. I don't have a clue who's in what seat, and well, Baz is reserving tonight then, so hopefully we'll have a good race then tonight as well then. Good stuff indeed. Where am I watching? I don't know what I'm watching there. Rosa Sky is back out on track, but again, not using much battery. So I'm not sure he's going to be able to improve. Well, he's going to set a time, I'm sure, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to get a competitive time on the board without any battery usage. Jay Hings, sorry, is using some battery then. He's 1.3 seconds up then on his previous time then, as we go through then into Sector 2 then. That is looking promising stuff indeed. Purple as well then in Sector 1 then for the green machine. What's it going to be then as we cross? Where's he gone? Oh, there he is. As we go through then into Sector 2, then he is improving even more than a 2.8 improvement then on his previous time. Then, of course, his previous time then was a bit of a slower one then, let's say the least, I should say. But, of course, he is just setting his sights in then for this run, of course, and, of course, for 11 more minutes of qualifying to set himself an even faster time after that as well then. Here comes Jay Hings then into the penultimate couple of corners then as we go through then for the Kick Sauber. Then let's see what Kick Sauber's first full qualify, or first fast-paced qualifying lap then will be in this season. And Jay Hings then up to the line. What's it going to be then for Jay Hings? It's going to be good. It's going to be a 17.5, puts himself P7 there for the green machine stuff. Good stuff indeed, I should say. Goodness me. Ginger Age is P9. That's a bit high up for Ginger Age, isn't it? Ross Shy's done a 54.6 then, which unfortunately I don't think is going to be very good, even if it's in the wet conditions there. But he has now got the battery on there for the McLaren driver. Then let's see what he's going to do then in the very nice chrome Golf livery. Oh, yeah, that's a bit of a bump that, and that's unsettled the car, but he kept it on the kept it valid then somehow, which is good stuff indeed. Then we'll come back to that because we've got Cody, I think, jumping. Oh, is it Cody? There's Liam jumping up the order. Sorry, to P6 then. Liam then is looking to have a good season this one as well. Then of course he's looking to improve then on his Haas performances then in the last season. Of course then he was stuck in the Haas once again then now for season 11. I'm not sure if he's a fan of the Haas or not, but the wheel has done him dirty or done him nice there, whichever way around you look at it. But looking forward to seeing what Liam will do then. Liam then P6 then on the third row of the grid. Then Haas looking pretty strong in the opening stage of this qualifying session. Wow, and breathe then. Reflection has said, hello everyone, then good luck, Howsy as well then, good, oh dear, what Style said, come on Mushy, do qualify then, and Rihanna said, you're my favourite commentator. I don't think, that's very nice of you to say, but I don't think I'm a very good commentator, to be fair. I just ramble about what's going on track then, and I can't compete with this man here, Ginger Age. But anyway, we'll see what he can do later on in this session as well then. Jay Hings then is coming back in the pitch. Wab Stappen then in the other Kick Sauber. Then let's see what he can do then on his first qualifying lap of the session. Then it's an 18.9, puts himself P13 for now, that is. But of course, there's still 9 minutes left to go then in this session as well. Then it's not all over until it's over, that is. Where is Cody then? I think Cody is starting a lap, or has he just finished a lap? I think he's improved then to P3, actually, has Cody. So he's looking pretty good then for Mercedes. And Mercedes P2 and 3 as it stands. Yellow flags out there for a Haas. And that might be Rocket Lee. I think he's just getting out of the way, but Cody has finished his lap then, so Rocket Lee just cruising around then on an out lap for now. Kydell then into the final couple of corners, and let's see what the Ferrari driver can do then on his second attempt here in qualifying then. Up to the line, can he beat a 16.999? Yes, he can. It's a 16.2, puts him on the front row of the grid then for Kydell, then fantastic stuff indeed. And looking pretty good indeed then for Ferrari. Then the Ferrari engines then looking very strong. Well, P1 and P2 as it stands. Kydell's going to be very pleased with that, I'm sure. Groove Ninja then starting off another lap. Then he is currently P6. Oh dear, where's he going? There he is. And couldn't find him there. Marsky then as well going through in P8. Then he is invalidated his time, I think, there. Housie also on track. Then Ginger Age down to P11. That's more realistic, but still a few more places to go then for Ginger Age to drop down the order. Oh, there's a wall there, and I think he tapped it slightly there as well, going through into the chicane. But he's made it through very nicely indeed. Right then, Jake the Slayer then is also, I think he's just finished a lap, then P13, then 18.5 then for Jake the Slayer currently, as we cruise through then with Vintage then up to the line. Vintage then looking to improve on an 18.9. Then what's going to be this time for Vintage? It's going to be a 17.7 then, which puts him into the top 10. Then a 1.2 second improvement then from the Vintage, the true Geordie we should say, and he has got himself into the top 10 as well. They're very good stuff indeed. What can Housie do? Can he displace Vintage? And he's aimed almost a 0.2 of a second then on his previous time. It's going to be P10, then it's a 17.5, then over half a second improvement then for Housie, then fantastic. And the qualifying times are tumbling in now in this session as well. Real Ashton back on track, then Rosa Sky looking to get himself a competitive time on the board. He has got a time on the board itself, but I'm not sure he's going to be too happy with that. Then Rocket Lee is rocketing then through into Sector 3. And he has found a 10.5, then that could put him just about in the 15s. Oh, he's gone a bit wide there. I think that's unfortunately cost him a lap then as well. And maybe a bit frustrated with that as well then. But he doesn't need to worry too much because he's still on pole position for now. 6.5 minutes to go. Then there's still time then in this qualifying session for drivers to improve. Groove Ninja then flying through then into the first couple of corners then, and now in towards turn 3 then. Can he find the time then? Can he get himself into the top 5 or so? We'll have to wait and see. We'll come back to that one. Liam then is just starting a lap as well. Then he's currently P7. Then Liam looking on good form then here. Unfortunately for Jay Hings, I've just commentated cursed him by watching his POV. Then he is invalidating his time. Then Housie then back through. Then I think Housie is, he might be on another lap here actually, Housie. Let's see what he does now. He's coming back to the pit lane then. So he's done and dusted. And Vintage also out on track as well. Then Ginger Age down to B12. Fantastic stuff to see. Jake the Slayer then, can he improve and knock Ginger Age down another place or two? Would be great stuff as well. Then I'm going to be very mean to Ginger Age tonight, then I'm very sorry. Here comes Real Ashton then around that final corner. Then let's see what Real Ashton can do. Up to the line, it's going to be a 18.3. Puts himself P14. He gains 0.8 of a second in that second lap as well. Then good stuff then from Real Ashton. Then of course he's on a bit of a learning curve then with his new wheel as well. Then so we'll have to wait and see then how he progresses throughout the season. Then 17 rounds of action then to come then over the next 17 weeks as well. Then we'll wait and see how it all unfolds then in bronze then. But we've got to wait and see first how it's going to open then in Australia tonight then, as we've got 5 minutes left to set the grid then for the first race of the season. Then Jake the Slayer improves to P13 with an 18.0. Then great stuff indeed. Then knocks Ginger Age down a place as well. Fantastic. We had a Groove Ninja jumping up to P5 then with a 16.7 there, 0.02 of a second ahead of R2 Beat in P6 now. Rosa Sky then has improved to a 16.9, then puts himself P7 then for the McLaren outfit as well. Then fantastic. Ginger Age has got himself in the comments section now, and he said, "Indeed, I'm bringing the bacon home." Then right then, is Irvine not qualifying then? I think Irvine's stuck in the pit lane, same as Mushroom, unfortunately. Then hopefully Mr. Elite can join as well then in the next few seconds as well, because he's having some technical difficulties with his machinery then, and hopefully nobody has any technical difficulties with their machinery then in the race itself. But he's only got 4 minutes to get himself into the session quickly. Hopefully he can do at least then and take part I should say then in this first race of the season. Into the pits comes Rosa Sky there. Always food with you, says Serious Mushroom. Then, whether he's talking about me or Ginger Asian, we are partial to a bit of food. But there we go. Right then, back in Australia, we've got to have a barbie, don't we? So we're going to have some, yeah, we'll have some shrimp on the barbie or whatever it is. The traditions around Australia there. But we'll deal with that after the race. We've got R2 Beat then racing into Sector 2. Let's see what he can do then in this final sector now coming up then as we go through. And he is not gaining, well, he's not gained, he's 17,000 a second down on his previous time then. But can he find that in the Sector 3 then? Because of course it's a longer, or the longer sector of the lap as well then. More time to gain then for R2 Beat then as we head through into the final few corners then of the lap then. Baz has improved then to a 17.9, puts himself P13 in the Racing Bull then. Here comes the Red Bull of R2 Beat then. He is flicking it through the final couple of corners and now flicking it through the final corner then. R2 Beat to the line. What's it going to be then for the Red Bull team? And it's going to be, it's a 16.5. He puts himself on the second row of the grid then with that performance, I should say, then onto P4, into P4, onto the second row then right behind San as well then. Mr. Elite has joined, and that is great stuff indeed, because that will round off the grid then. Hopefully he can get himself in the car quickly enough then to get himself a time on the board. Rocket Lee then has invalidated his time limit again, still comfortable in pole position. He's got time to go again then. R2 Beat is just cruising back round as well then after finishing that lap. He's currently P4. Baz then is also coming back in, I think then after finishing that lap then. Ginger Age is out on circuit, so watch out everybody. He's invalidated his time though, so unfortunately he's going to have to try and go again. Irvine then is on the track then in the McLaren as well then, going through. Oh God, where is that? Where is he going? Goodness me, that was scary. He's invalidated his time somehow as well there, but yes, Irvine did a pretty good job then, to be fair, to save it. I was very scared that he was going to go into a wall then, but no, very good stuff indeed. He's got enough time as well then to harvest a bit of energy and go again on another attempt as well. Same for Rocket Lee then, who I think is starting off that second attempt now as well. Then 2 minutes left of qualifying to set the grid then for the first race of the season. Shadows, we miss you then, Shadows, and it's been a while then, and since I've been in then. Welcome back, Shadows, then. Great to have you in the comment section as well then. Of course, always welcome back to have a bit of racing as well then if you want to. There we go then. Styles then, when are you coming back then as well? Good stuff indeed. Shadows, we miss you then. I've missed you too then, so Shadows as well then. Welcome back there to Shadows then, of course. I think a former bronze, definitely a bronze podium sitter. I'm not sure if he's a bronze winner then. I can't remember that far back, but there's no blame on Shadows then. It's a blame on me for not knowing the facts then, but there we go. My memory is definitely hazy to say the least. But there we go, heading through then Rocket Lee, back to the action then. Rocket Lee then into Sector 3 then. He has found almost a half a tenth of a second there. Oh dear, that back end trying to step out then, but he's kept it under control then. And we head into Sector 3. There's a bit of traffic forming though. That's that Williams car needs to get out of the way. And he has got out of the way just in time there as well then. Oh dear, Rocket Lee's having more issues there as well then, unfortunately. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but Rocket Lee, I think that might be qualifying done for Rocket Lee then, because I don't think he's got time to go again then in this session. He's going back into the pit lane then. Rocket Lee then, Irvine's retired then from the qualifying session as well. Where was that then? I think that was in the pit lane then for Irvine, and so unfortunately no time on the board then. Mr. Elite needs to get himself in the car quickly as well then, because he's not got much time left. Oh dear. Right then, who is next across the line? We've got to find them. Mr. Elite has left the session. Oh my goodness me. I thought it was going to go well, then it's not going well now. Where is, I don't know where I'm going then. Where is R2 Beat? R2 Beat then crosses the line. He improves to a 16.5 then onto the second. Well, he stayed on the second row of the grid, then he goes up to P3, I should say. Mr. Elite has joined. You could start indeed. The game has improved, says Styles as well then. Lies, says Mushroom then. Well, there we are. Rocket Lee then, sorry, Kaido has got pole position with a 16.1 then. Fantastic stuff indeed then from the Ferrari driver then. Of course, Ferrari engines looking pretty strong then. Russell Skies improved to P3 with a 16.4. The time's tumbling in then. R2 Beat down to P4. But what can San do about that as well? Then can San improve and find some time then as we go through then into the final few corners? There's a bit of a blockage there with his teammate, the Mercedes team then. Is there going to be a bit of teamwork, or is that going to be a bit of a block then from his teammate as well then as we go through then down the main straight then to the line? And goodness me, it's improved, so he's P3 then. He gets himself up to P3. I'm not sure what was going on there then for Mercedes then, but goodness me, all action then out on track there as well then. R2 Beat then I think is coming back to the pit lane. And Kydell then I think is going to be our pole sitter then for the Australian Grand Prix. Goodness me, I forgot where we were. But wow, that was chaotic. That was a fantastic qualifying then. Get out of the way then when someone's on the lap then, says Rocket Lee as well there. Well, what you can do is get your report in for that one, because we saw that on the screen I think as well there. But there we go. Rosa Sky then is going to be P4 then. I'm just hoping that Mr. Elite can get himself in the session then at least to start off, but he doesn't seem to be able to pick his car very well. So anyway, we'll run through that then, as Ginger H has retired from the session. Then he's P14. Unfortunately, that's a few places too high for Ginger H, that is. My teammate is a boss. There's Serious Mushroom as well then. Good stuff indeed. Unfortunately, he's not teammates with Ginger H, but there we go then. But there we go. Kydell then is going to be our pole sitter then for the Australian Grand Prix. Where is he? There he is. Good stuff. That's Cody then in P6 as well then, looking good indeed for Mercedes then. I think P3 and P6 for Mercedes. We'll run through the classification in just a jiffy, but there we are then. That is the top spot then for Kydell, confirmed then by only half a tenth of a second then as well. Then Rocket Lee then P2, having a bit of a difficult issue then with some people on track then not getting out the way there, but he's still in a prime position then to take on this race. And San in P3, McLaren then of Rosa Sky P4, R2P in P5 for the Red Bull team, Cody in P6 for Mercedes, Groove Ninja in the Alpine P7, then Jay Hings in the Kick Sauber P8 there as well. Then Vintage in P9, the True Geordie doing great there in P9, Marvski rounding off the top 10 as we start off the first race of the season then for bronze. Ginger Age just said thank you then. Same brother, missed this as well then, says Shadows then. Welcome back. Oh no, it's raining, isn't it? I forgot about the rain. It was so long ago now. The rain was going to be, we were told the rain was going to fall, but we forgot about it. Well, I did at least then. But rain then to start off then. Is that going to be dry tyres in a very light drizzle then, or are we going to be switching to the intermediate compound then to start off this Grand Prix? We'll find out there as well then. Kydell has to carry the Ferrari then, says Styles then. That's very harsh on Mushroom there as well then. Well done Kydell then, says R2 beat then. Fantastic qualifying indeed then for bronze then to open the season then. Can we have a fantastic race to follow as well? I'm sure we can, and we will hopefully have 20 drivers on the grid then. We're waiting for Mr. Elite then. Hopefully it'll load him in for the start of the Grand Prix at least there, but we'll wait and see. Good luck then, says Reflection as well then, with the rain as well then. Good luck from Stephen Anthony as well then. Hopefully Dadboard88 can rejoin us there, Stephen Anthony, one day. But looking forward to that as well. Good luck then, says Cody as well then. Cody then is looking good then in his first qualifying outing then as a full-time driver. And we have got intermediate compound tyres then. Where are we? What are we doing? What am I trying to do? Goodness me, there we are. Right then. Intermediate compound tyres for all 20 drivers. And Mr. Elite is in the session then as well. Then fantastic stuff indeed. I'm not sure what he can be able to do with setups there, but hopefully he is able to, well, he's able to start the Grand Prix, at least to start the formation lap, and is underway then for the first outing then for bronze season 11 in 2026. My goodness me, we've gone so far since the start of this league, and wow, it's taken its toll for sure on me and Sean, I'm sure, but there we go then. Right then, had to carry Red Bull last year, says Ginger Asian. Let's go bronze and good luck all from Smithy. Then, of course, Smithy then is looking for a nice clean race as well then, because he is the admin. He doesn't want to deal with all the incidents. And fingers crossed then, we might be having a difficult start then, let's just say that, because the wet weather conditions and around here are pretty treacherous indeed. We'll have to wait and see then as we go through then. But, of course, a stacked grid indeed then. 20 drivers have got themselves into the lobby, and fingers crossed we can get all 20 drivers through the Grand Prix as well. 29 laps of action to unfold then in Australia. Then we'll have to wait and see what the weather's going to do then. It looks very light out there in terms of the rain. Are we going to see the dry tyres then later on in this race session? We'll have to wait and see, but so far it is definitely looking a bit too wet then for those dry tyres for now, that is. But we'll find out then how the race unfolds, or how it will unfold, I should say, as we go. But right then, through the formation lap we go then, and cruising then onto the grid then to line up for the start then of this epic race as well. Then I'm sure it's going to be an epic race, because it usually is around Australia, isn't it? Yeah, we get ourselves onto the grid then as everyone finishes their preparations then on the formation lap. Then Housie will jump up massively then, so Stephen Anthony then. Reflection said best league, many years to follow then as well then. So well, good stuff. At least one person supports us. No, I'm just kidding. There's quite a lot of you support us, but Ginger Rage doesn't support me. But there we are. Again, I've got to try and get in as many horrible things about Ginger Rage because he was absolutely trashing me in the gold stream. I think. There we go then. Right, enough of that then. Here we are then for Bronze Season 11 then. Let's get ourselves started then on the grid then. We've got 20 drivers then to take us away then for the start of the Grand Prix. 5 red lights are on then in Australia. The 5 red lights are out and away we go then. It's a slow start then on those intermediate compound tyres then. Rosa Sky has jumped San already then as we go through then. I need to switch to this as well then and see what's going on as we go through. Then Rosa Sky's in a bit of a battle. Then R2B's gained a place. Then Sans had an issue. Then he's lost out to his teammates. Down 4 places, unfortunately, there as we go through. Then and down the back in the order. Then Jake the Slayer's lost a place. Then Mr. Elite is flying through then on his teammate. Not quite then as well. Then Marvsky trying to get himself past Vintage with the top 10. Then San and Cody. Then both the Mercedes fighting away. Then San trying to get their place back from his teammate, but not quite. Cody holds on to P6 there. Fantastic stuff indeed then. What an opening lap. Goodness me. Oh no, that's a problem then for Liam then. And Marsky was collected by the Haas as well there. But I think they got themselves through unscathed as well somehow. Fantastic. Well done indeed then, Liam and Marsky. Then that was looking horrible. Wow, we got Liam then all over the back of Jay Hings then heading through into Sector 2. And now we've got Marsky joining the fight as well as we go through towards the chicane. This is going to get tight indeed. Then this is the closest battle on track in the first lap. And it's going to get... Oh dear. And wow. Sorry about that. That was absolutely appalling commentating, but there we go. And Jay Hings holds on then to that P8 position there. Great stuff indeed. We've had some chopping and changing. Ginger Age has gained 2 places. That's unfortunate for everybody else around the field. Jake the Slayer's held station. Mr. Elite's gained 6 places then on the opening lap. Then goodness me, there's someone going a bit wide there. That's where, who's that? I'm not sure. Housie then has had a bit of a difficult start as well. Then he's lost a few places. Then has he got damage then on that racing ball? He might do. No, he's just going slowly. Then that Williams is going to get caught up behind him as well. And goodness me, then trying to get himself round there. But Housie is really struggling in these wet conditions. And as Real Ashton trying to sneak his way through. Oh dear. My goodness me, all 20 drivers have got themselves through the first lap of the race then, which is good stuff to see them. Kaidel leading the way then, almost 1 second the gap then, but Rocket Lee maybe taking his time. Then of course Rosa Sky then has got himself up into P3 then from P4. Groove Ninja then is up 2 places into P5 as well. Then Cody then is trying to track him down then, but Sam then has dropped off the back of his teammate. He's under pressure now from Jay Hings, who's gone through for P7. Has he? Oh dear, that's going to be tight indeed, but Jay Hings makes the move. Fantastic stuff indeed, and Liam then trying to sneak his way through as well then, but unfortunately not a very opportune passing place there. San's struggling in these wet conditions. Oh dear, there's a bit of rub in his racing there. San's gone wide. Where's he gone then? Get himself back on the track then. He's got himself back on the track there, but unfortunately he's lost out to Marsky as well there. Oh my goodness me, they're the top 6 scampering away at this point as well. Then they've got themselves a bit of a lead. Oh dear, Cody then drifted it through the chicane. Very nicely held indeed as well there, but unfortunately not very good for the tyres, I'm sure. But nonetheless, we crack on. Then lap 2 then is just as epic as lap 1 then as well. Mr. Elite has passed Vintage, and Mr. Elite is on a storm here, isn't he? Up 8 places then in the first 2 laps. And the McLaren then, oh dear, there's contact. There's more contact with Baz then and Jake the Slayer. What's going on there? There's a Ferrari trying to get himself through as well. Oh dear goodness me, Mushroom squeezes his way through then, very nice indeed there. And Groove Ninja and Cody are in a bit of a battle as well then. Out of the final corner then, heading down towards turn 1 then. It's not a very opportune overtaking place then, especially without the aid of some DRS in the dry conditions, but Cody has to sit behind for now. For now, that is as well then, because we've got quite a bit of a gaggle then forming then right behind Liam. Then Jay Hings has got himself past Sam then, and now scampering off a bit now. He's got a bit of a clearance then to Liam, and of course the fast start then is going to be difficult on your tyres. Then you need to maybe maintain the speed, maintain a slower pace, which is exactly what she wants to do in P11. Not that he's doing it intentionally, I'm sure. There we go then. You don't want to burn out your tyres too early then with a fast start then. And Sam then I think maybe is a bit of a difficult one on that one as well. Then maybe a victim then of these tyres overheating. Then goodness me, that's not the racing line, Sean. As we go through then into sector 2, one's up 5 places then as well, putting the pressure on Vintage. And here he comes then in the McLaren. Then can he pass then before the chicane? Yes, he can. Then up into P13 for the McLaren driver. Good stuff indeed after starting down the order. Mr. Leeds pick up a penalty, then he's got the first penalty of the session then, but we do expect penalties around here, but he's going for a move on the Ginger. Watch out, watch out, Mr. Elite then, because Ginger Agent is a menace. But thankfully he is calming himself down there as well. And let's let the move go through then. Rocket League holding station, then he's just about keeping the gap then, even with Kydell then, and the same back to R2 Beat then in P3 then. Rosa Sky then in P4, then he's trying to chase him down, but he's lost out to that P3 that he gained. Groove Ninja's got the fastest lap then, and Groove Ninja's now putting the pace on them. We've got a yellow flag. Jay Hings sets the fastest lap of the race then. Fantastic. Somebody's putting his foot down now is Jay Hings. But we had a yellow flag for somebody there. Is it Wab Stappen who's had an issue then? Unfortunately then for the Kick Sauber driver then, we'll have to wait and see. Not sure. I'm not sure. Has he got damage? No damage. It must have been just a bit of a spin then, but he's got himself back underway. Only 2 seconds off the grid, off the field, I should say. Goodness me. Let's see what he can do then, get himself back in this race then. Rocket Lee has caught up to Kydell then pretty quickly then through the first sector. Then Rocket Lee is rocketing along once again then. We're familiar with that. Let's see what he can do then. He's going to be charging up to the back of that Ferrari then. Look how quick he's going. And he's going to be all over the back of that gearbox then into the chicane there. But I think he's run out of road then to get himself past then. Irvine has passed Ginger Age then as well. Goodness me then. Unfortunately with Ginger Age, he's falling out of stone. Well, he's not actually, but he's lost 2 places in the last 2 laps. But there we are. Vintage will hopefully get himself past as well. Then Groove Ninja and Rosa Sky then having a bit of a battle as well. Then Groove Ninja sliding down the inside then into Sector 3. Then Cody is all over the back of the McLaren as well then. Mr. Elite has passed San into the same spot as well. Or has he? Because San trying to go for the switchback then, but San really having difficulty in these wet conditions, unfortunately for San as well then, because he was looking strong in qualifying, wasn't he? As we go through then to finish off lap 4. Have we finished off lap 4? Yes, we have. On to lap 5. Goodness me. Right then, Jay Hings sets the fastest lap. Jay Hings is motoring along then. So the gap was over 3 seconds, wasn't it, between the top 6 and Jay Hings. He's now got that gap back down then to just about 1 second, just under 1 second very soon, I'm sure. Then with the pace that Jay Hings is setting then, he is flying out there now in the Kick Sauber then. Fantastic to see then, and looking good indeed then. Liam then, who was in a bit of a fight then, is now 2.5 seconds back. Marsky then is 2.3 seconds back further as well then, I should say. Mr. Elite now catching up to the top 10. That penalty then could be costly then if it stays the way it is, but of course it's still a long race to go then in this one. 5 laps then underway. Then we've got another 24. I'm trying to do the maths there. 26, 25, 26. Oh dear. Nonetheless, that's that then. As San now under pressure from Irvine as well. Then Ginger Age coming with him as well. Then as we go through then into Sector 2. Here comes Irvine then. Has he got the battery to get himself past the Mercedes? And both of the Mercedes engines, of course, then heading into the chicane. Let's see what he can do then. Can he make the move then? Trying to go around the outside. There's contact then. There's a wall there as well then. Goodness me. And Irvine then has been pinched then with the wall. Not sure. I don't think he's got any damage then. But San then, I'm not sure if he was aware then that the McLaren was trying to make that move then. And of course, he wasn't fully alongside at that point, but he might have been far enough alongside. We'll have to wait and see then in the steward's room, of course. Rocket Lee then is 1.3 seconds behind Kydell. Then R2 Beat has got himself up into P3. Then he's gained 2 places off the start of the grid, I should say. Goodness me. Groove Ninja's up 3 places then and setting the fastest lap of the race here. As we go through then into lap 6 now as well. Then Cody then holding on as well then in P6. Then Jay Hings then has he's had a bit of an issue somewhere because he's dropped off a bit there. Oh dear, that back end stepping out then. Irvine's passing San then into turn 1, or is he? Yes, he is then up into P11 now for Irvine. Good stuff indeed. And well, so far so good then for the rest of the field. Jake the Slayer, sorry, he's got a 3-second penalty there, and that's the second penalty of the evening. But of course, like I said, I keep saying as well, then penalties will start rolling in. Then Jay Hings has flown back up then because Cody I think has had an issue somewhere in the first part of the sector, that is, but he's got himself back underway then and back up to speed quickly enough as well there. We seem to have a lot of ebbing and flowing then as well then. That's not a euphemism or anything. It's just the way the pace is going then in this opening stage of the Grand Prix then. Weather conditions are playing a factor then as well then. Because it's very easy to have a difficult lap then. And 1 lap then could be costly indeed as well then. 1 corner could be costly as well then. But we're back on the way then for the... for all 20 drivers and still. We're all going then very nicely indeed. Come on, Wab says come on, Housie then says Anarchy as well then in the comment section. Always excellent driving in bronze as well then, says Kamara. Then Alex is going into Sean commentating mode, says Stephen Anthony there. Well, I do try my best. quite do it. But there we go. Jay Hings then back all over the back of Cody. Rocket Lee has set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, a 29.821, and he is now caught back up then to Kydell. Then Kydell has been leading the race then from the get-go then at this stage, but now Rocket Lee putting the pressure on, might put that Ferrari under a bit of a squeeze as well. Then R2B coming with him as well then into turn 3 on lap 7 then. When will these intermediates start to drop off as well? Then we'll have to wait and see, because these they've been pushing the limits then on these tyres then in the first 7 laps already. And I think there's a few drivers then who are taking the toll then of those pushing on those intermediates then at the very early stages of this race as well. Then Cody then is sliding it through then into turn 6 then, and he can see the McLaren then of Rosa Sky then in the foreground there as well. Then as we go through the back straight then and heading down this back straight, we've got Jay Hings then who's caught up then to the fight as well. Then he's gained a place then off the starting grid then, now looking to gain another place then on the Mercedes as well as we go through into the chicane. Liam then holding station as well then, very nicely done indeed for Liam. Then he's P8 at the moment, then looking very strong then for the Haas team, I should say. Oh God, as I said, that commentator's curse, but thankfully he held it. Mr. Elite as well then up 10 places after having all these technical issues, then trying to get himself into the lobby. He's got himself in the lobby and up 10 places in the first 7 laps then. Fantastic from Mr. Elite, and he's looking to get that P9 position as well then. Looks like all over the back of Marsky then in the Red Bull as well then, heading through then into the final couple of corners of lap 7 there. Out in front, Kydell has got the... Oh, no. I was going to say he's got the fastest lap then, but Rocket Lee has matched that and he's beaten that as we go through then into lap 8 now. And Rocket Lee is starting to put the pressure on even more than on that Ferrari as well as we go through then towards turn 3. 1 lap ago then he was about a second away. He's now under half a second away then as we head through then into lap 8 as well. Then now through the car park section of the circuit, and looking good indeed then as... oh dear, that back end stepping out. Again, these wet conditions then, the tyre wear starting to play a factor then as those worn out, or not so much worn out, depends how worn they've worn the tyres out, isn't it? But there we go, that's great commentating. Those overheating tyres potentially will start to struggle then as we go through. Then they're already trying to find a bit of a damper patch there as we go through then down this back straight to cool the tyres down then, and here comes Rocket Lee, and he's closer than ever before, I think, there as we go through the chicane there, but unfortunately running out of straight then to make the move. Then can he make another move then into sector 3 tenths or so away then? Kydell I think has got that covered off then, but Rocket Lee then is looking ever more dangerous then to make that move for the lead of the Grand Prix. R2B is sticking with them as well then in the Red Bull. Groove Ninja unfortunately dropping off the back then after having a formidable first couple of laps as well there. He's up 3 places then from P7 then. Rosa Sky then in P5 I should say, then holding station then with the Alpine as well. Then Cody then is 3 seconds off. Unfortunately those intermediate compound tyres seem to be struggling then for the Mercedes team, I should say. Will there be some pit stops to come then in the next few laps or so then? We'll wait and see. Jay Hings then looking to get that those tyres cooled down, then going to the right hand side of the main straight then before flicking it in towards turn 1 there. Liam then is 2 seconds behind, then Marsky then is under pressure from Mr. Elite. Here comes Mr. Elite, then he can't make the move into turn 1. That would be very dangerous or ambitious to say the least. Very dangerous as well then, but a dangerous move if he can make that. But now he's going to go for it into turn 3 around the outside. Can he break later than the Red Bull then into turn 3? There's a bit of rub in his race in there as well. Then Marsky I think is going to hold place. He is going to hold place, a whole station I should say then in P9, but Mr. Elite is looking very eager to get himself past then into P9 as well then. And then we've got Irvine who's caught up then to the back of this pack then, looking to fight for that final points paying position as well then. My goodness me. Right then, San then is all over the back then. Oh no, he's not all over the back. Sorry, he's got Ginger Age all over his back then. Goodness me, Ginger Age is well, he's not going to have. San's not going to have any pressure now because Ginger Age has had a bit of a flighty moment there, and I'm glad I caught that then on the stream just to rub it in. Then here comes Baz, and Baz then looking to get the move then on the Alpine then into the chicane. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? There he is. He's ahead. He's up into P13 then. Is Baz then? Good stuff indeed. How's he past Vintage? And unfortunately, oh dear, where have I gone? Mr. Elite's past Marsky as well then, goodness me, as we go into lap 10 then momentarily. Then Marsky looking to get himself back through. Then can he go around the outside here? Not quite. Then into the pits comes Cody then. So Cody then the first of the stoppers. And this could be a, well, the undercut pretty powerful around here as well. We might see a pretty good undercut then from Cody then as well then. He's on to another set of intermediate compound tyres. The rain's still falling here then in Australia then, but the first pit stop has been made decade of the season. And it's Cody then who's got himself, he's got a couple of records already under his belt now, hasn't he? Because he got the first lap of the qualifying under his belt as well then for this season, and the first for bronze in 2026. But there we go. I'm not sure he cares about that, to be fair, but there we go. There's a useless stat of the day. Cody then is out in P15, but he has now got very fresh tyres. Then Groove Ninja has got a 3-second penalty then to his time then as well then, and I think that's just for track limits there, going a bit wide then is Groove Ninja, well, it's Groove Ninja then I should say, but let's see what Cody can do then, because he's now on the freshest rubber as well. Then I need to switch off this graphic, and I've forgotten how to do that because it's been so long since I commentated now. Cody then is P15, but he's going to be very quick indeed. Then he's got 9.5 lap younger tyres than the rest of, well, everybody in the rest of the field. So let's see what he can do now with the extra grip then, the extra pace then on those fresh intermediate compound tyres. I don't think they're not like the 2020 Mercedes intermediate compound tyres, where you could just run them into slicks and they'd still carry on being great in the wet somehow. You do need to get yourself off those intermediates at some point as well there. Right then, let's see if that's going to be it, causing any pit stops at the top of the order then. Not for Kyle, not for Rocket Lee, not for R2B, not for Groove Ninja, not for Rosa Sky then, and not for Jay Hings either then. Liam's also carried on then. Rocket Lee's got a penalty unfortunately there in the first corner, I think there. As we go through then, Mr. Elite then is looking to he's under pressure I should say then from Marsky. Then he's got himself up into P8 then, of course, with Cody's pit stop now, but they're all soldiering on then with the current intermediate tyres then. Cody is caught up already to serious mush, and then on his fresh tyres as well there. Let's see if he can get himself past. Yes he can, then up into P14. Goodness me. Very good stuff indeed. As we go through now into lap 11 then, of course, then Cody then, well, the problem with for Cody, I should say, then is that is this going to open the door for the Mercedes driver to have to make a two-stop strategy work as well then, because can he get those, if he can get the intermediates 10 laps or so, then that would indicate he's going to have to pit around lap 20 again then for the Mercedes driver, that is. His teammate Sam then is a few seconds up the road then, but of course is pretending, I think he's trying to get the one stop to work then. I think a few drivers out there are still trying to get the one stop to work. Cody potentially, although I have to say potentially because I'm not sure, potentially on a two-stop strategy here, then we'll wait and see. But as the race unfolds, then we'll find out, I'm sure there. But as we go through then in towards the chicane, he's got Ginger Age as a blockade, trying to get himself past that horrible Alpine. Get yourself out of the way then, Sean. But I don't think Sean's listening. No, he's running his own race then, of course, is Sean. And of course, he doesn't have to get out of the way then, or does he? I thought that back end was going for the Alpine, but he kept it under control very nicely indeed. And as we go through then onto lap 12, then no more pit stops just yet, I should say, for the top of the field. As we cross into lap 12 now. So yeah, they're all cracking on then for on the same set of intermediate compound tyres then. Into the pit comes Baz, so Baz is calling it a day then. He's the second driver to pit then from the start of this Grand Prix then, and he is calling it a day on his intermediate compound tyres as well. Then here comes Cody then all over the back of Ginger Age and into turn one. He's got a penalty as Ginger Age there, goodness me, and a bit too flighty then into the first turn then for Ginger Age, and has cost him that 3-second penalty to be added to his race time. Then Cody is trying to find a way through and get himself up into P12 here, but he can't quite get past that Alpine just yet, that is. But I think he will make a move very soon as well then, as we go through then into turn 5 and 6 momentarily there as well then. Looking good so far. Oh dear. Well, that wasn't looking good either for Sean there, goodness me. Well, all over the place there as well as we go through then. But there we go then. Marvsky has been passed by Irvine then. Irvine's up into P9 now. Marvsky then was having a bit of a battle with Mr. Elite. Then he's lost out now to Irvine as well, but still in the top 10 positions. And he's now looking to fight back then on that McLaren. Can he get himself back past? No, he stays behind for the time being. Rosa Sky then is coming into the pits. There's some more pit stop activity. Groove Ninja also in the pit lane as well then from P4 and 5. Then R2B I think has snuck through for P2 then, has he? Yes he has. Then into the pits comes the Alpine and the McLaren. Jay Hings has set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. New intermediates then for Groove Ninja and Rosa Sky. Then where will they filter out onto the track, I should say? We'll wait and see. I'll have to find out where are they. Where is Sam then? Sam coming through, and I think might be able to sneak it. Oh no, will he? It's going to be close indeed. As Alpine there, that's Groove Ninja. Then just in front then is Groove Ninja there as well. Then Cody then has got himself past Ginger Rage then into turn 1 this time. And now on the fight then, can he get himself back in the fight as well? Then he's gained quite a bit of time there as well, but of course has made the undercut then on the drivers ahead of him. who've just come out of the pit lane there as well then. But of course, will the tyres hold on then is the other question. Then Cody then is pushing those tyres to the limit then to get himself back in contention in this race, but doing well then on his full-time debut, of course, there as well then. So Sam stayed ahead then of the Alpine of Groove Ninja on the pit exit then, but the Groove Ninja, the Alpine of Groove Ninja might be looking to try and get that place back then into the chicane then. Here we go then, almost side by side through here then. It's going to be tight indeed, going to get through the chicane. Goodness me, it's contact. There's contact then, I think, but Sam then is still pointing in the right direction, thankfully. And Rosa Sky's going to try and sneak through as well. Then, goodness me, then, of course, Sam's on the very old intermediate compound tyres then. And these two are on fresher intermediate compound tyres as well then. Having just come out of the pit lane now, lap 14 is underway then. Kydell is yet to pit then. R2 beat then also staying out. Rocket Lee staying out then. Jay Hing staying out. Liam and Mr. Elite then are in the pits then. They are calling it a day then on their intermediate compound tyres. Irvine then will inherit P5. Marv's get up into P6 then. Of course, the top 6 yet to pit then. Groove Ninja then in P7. There he is in the background there. He has pitted, of course, then for the intermediate compound tyres then. Can he get those to the... Oh, goodness me. Can he get those tyres to the end of the Grand Prix? We'll wait and see then. Liam then and Mr. Elite filtering out then P13 and 14. Where is Jake the Slayer then? Will he be in front of his teammate? No, not quite then. He's going to be right behind then in P... Oh, goodness me as well. Then that's close then between the Aston Martins. Then Mr. Elite needs to get a move on then. And Jake the Slayer then is probably shouting in the cockpit then. Get a move on, Mr. Elite then. You're holding me up. I'm not sure I can hear him. But there we go then. Into the pits comes Vintage as well. The new intermediates then for the Williams. Then the True Geordie then back on the field then with a fresh set of boots as well there for the very nice pink helmet then as well, I should say, for Vintage. Right then, will we see some pit stops then for the leaders this time? As Groove Ninja has passed Marvsky then into the chicane we go then, and now Rosa Sky all over the back of the Red Bull into the chicane. That's a tight place to go then, side by side, and they've sorted themselves out then. Rosa Sky's got himself through then. Into the pits comes Kydell then. Kydell slowing it down then as well. Then as is R2B, as is Rocket Lee. They're all coming in now. Jay Hings is going to stay out then. He's going to inherit the lead of the Grand Prix here then for the Kick Sauber team, and looking good indeed then is Jay Hings then. He's up quite a few places then after that. Fantastic stint then. Will he have to come into the pits very soon? I'm sure he will. Those tyres will be screaming, I would imagine. Groove Ninja then has passed Mr. Irvine, sorry. UFC Irvine. Yellow flags. What's happened? What's happened? Cody set the fastest lap of the race. Goodness me, what's happened to Rocket Lee? He's had an issue then. Is there technical difficulties then for Rocket Lee? Goodness me, what's happening? Groove Ninja's all over the back of him now. What's happened to Rocket Lee then? He's all right, I think. Is he? Oh, God. There's a bit of contact then into turn 3 between Rocket Lee and the Alpine of Groove Ninja there, but I think Rocket Lee is back underway. I think he is. That's all good. Good stuff indeed. Right then, Mushroom, Jake the Slayer, Real Ashton are in the pit lane as well then for their stops as well then. I think everyone's stopping around now, or in the last couple of laps or so then, are going to try and do the one stop here. We'll have to wait and see what Cody can do then, because Cody, I think, will have to stop again then, I'm sure, unless maybe Cody has pulled a blinder here. If the weather dries up, then Liam's got a 3-second penalty, unfortunately. Then he's got himself past Ginger Age then for his troubles there. But oh goodness me, here comes Mr. Elite then, and Mr. Elite is flying out there then as well. Then goodness me, and both of course, but Ginger Age is yet to pit in this Grand Prix. That's why he's so slow out there, of course, not because of his natural pace, because of his tyre situation. Of course, that's definitely the case. Right then, so good stuff. We go through then into, as Cody has passed his teammate, then Sam then of course yet to pit then as well, then Cody on much fresher tyres then, and up into P8 then is Cody. Then of course there's a few penalties then racking up ahead of him as well then, so Cody then not out of contention for a pretty good result here as well. Then into the pits comes Marsky then calling it a day on his intermediate compound tyres. We've only got Jay Hings in the top of the order, and San actually as well then, San in P8 now as well then, who have yet to pit then in this Grand Prix entirely. And Cody's got a 3-second penalty as well then, unfortunately. Like I said, there's a lot of penalties rolling in now as we get ourselves through the Grand Prix. There's quite a few penalties out there, to be fair, throughout the field. So, yes, they are rolling in for sure. Kaido now under pressure from R2 Beat then, so he's got a new challenger now as well. Then Rocket Lee then is in the background and he's still in the podium contention as well here. Then Groove Ninja then has just lost a few tenths of a second, I should say, then to the Haas. Then he's now got to look at his mirrors then, because here comes Rosa Sky then heading through onto the back straight as well. Then and Sam then is well, Sam's doing a great job actually of holding on to the back of his teammate there as well, then on much older tyres there. But unfortunately for Sam, then he's going to have to make a pit stop at some point then in this race. Housey as well then is in the same boat. Then Ginger Age I think has made a pit stop. Then he's on to a new set of boots I should say. Then he's P16 for the time being. My nose is running. But there we go. As we go through then on to, well, soon to be, oh, we got yellow flag up there. Yellow flag for Mercedes then. Goodness me, what's happened then? Is it Cody? It's Cody then. Cody's had an issue at the chicane. No. And he's back underway, but unfortunately he's lost a lot of time there as well then with that spin. Then hopefully he's not got any damage then to the Mercedes car then as he gets himself back underway, I should say. Has he got? Oh, I think he has got some end plate damage there as well. Then Kydell sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Then as R2 Beat. Then no, sorry, Jay Hings in the pit lane. That is. And what's happened? I'm not sure what happened to Cody there as well. Then as Jay Hings then is coming out of the pit lane now. Rocket Lee's got the fastest lap of the race. He's back underway well and truly. Then is Rocket Lee. Then Jay Hings coming out of the pit lane in P6. Then that is pretty good stuff indeed. A very long stint then in the first half of this race, first few laps, or first stint of this race, I should say, goodness me, because it did go on for a bit longer. Then Cody's in the pit lane. Then he's going to have to replace that front wing and get a new set of boots on that. With good news for Cody, I should say, though, because he can go to the end of the Grand Prix then on those new intermediate compound tyres then and get himself back in contention for some points paying positions, I'm sure, with the pace that he's got. Then we've seen that in qualifying, we've seen it in the race as well then. And we've got some pace up front here as well then, because Kydell now under pressure from R2 Beat then as we fly through then into the chicane. Lap 17 of 29. We are flying through this Grand Prix as well then. Fantastic. And well, good stuff indeed then. All drivers then still in this race then. Fantastic stuff indeed to see as well then. All 20 drivers then competing then out there then on lap 17 then. I hope I haven't cursed it there as well, but no, fair play indeed then. Everyone cracking on then and getting on with this race in good style as well then. Mr. Elite then all over the back of Liam as we go through the chicane then on lap 17. Then can he get that P8 position, I should say, then away from the Haas driver? Then we'll wait and see. Penalties starting to roll in as well. They'll have a look at the penalties later on in this race when they start to have implications on the finishing positions as well then. But so far I think everything is pretty much status quo for now, that is. But there we go. Right then, this is the closest battle on track. Then we've got we've got San in the pits. That's why San's then calling it a day finally there on his intermediate. What a stint then from San. 18 laps then, I think, or 17 and a half or so on his intermediate compound tyres. He's going to be pretty quick then to the end of this Grand Prix, because he's going to have the freshest tyres to the very end of lap 29 then as well. San then coming out of the pit lane will be behind Baz, I think, then, or will he actually? As Housey's got a 3-second penalty, unfortunately for Housey then. San then is going to be behind. Oh, he's gone a bit wide then onto the grass there. Coming out of the pits then as well then, and there's going to be a serious Mushroom then trying to go round the outside at turn 2. There's contact there between Mushroom and San. And, oh dear, did Mushroom leave the space? You always have to leave it a space. Unfortunately for San. Oh no. Has he got damage? Oh no. I think he's got damage from that as well then as we go through then into turn 3. Then Jake the Slayer takes the position as well then, P16. And unfortunately for San then, the longer stint then it was looking like it was going to work out. The problem with doing a longer first stint as well then, as San has found out as well then, is that you've got a lot of traffic to try and get through as well then. And unfortunately for San then, that's been cost indeed. And that contact with the wall has damaged the end plate there as well. I'm not sure if he can carry on then as it is and just try and get to the end of the Grand Prix with that damage as well. Then we'll wait and see. But it's going to be costly indeed. Kydell sets the fast lap of the race. Then R2 Beat then is in close proximity. Then Rocket Lee is only 2 seconds away. Then he's got that gap back down. Then is Rocket Lee. Groove Ninja then P4. Then we've got Rosa Sky in P5. Sorry, 2 seconds back then as well. Then my God. It's action-packed in bronze, to be fair. Mr. Elite then and Liam then still in their battle then for that P8 position, or P7 position now, I should say, with the pit stops then as well then. But we'll wait and see then what Mr. Elite can do then as we go through then into lap 19 then. Marvsky then all over the back of Housey. Then Housey's gone, oh no he hasn't, he's gone wide then as well. Now I think that's Marvsky going through then into P10 then. Of course Housey is yet to pit, and Groove Ninja picks up another penalty then. That's going to be very costly indeed towards the end of this race then. Groove Ninja. San is back in the pit lane. So it wasn't able to continue then for San. Then that's a real shame. He's going for medium compound tyres then, is San. Goodness me. What is this going to mean then for San then? Wow, this is going to be interesting stuff indeed. It's still drizzling in the pit lane for me, but maybe San knows something different that's coming up then as we go through then into the final part of the race, final third of the race now. San then medium compound tyres there. That's going to be very interesting stuff indeed. And he's back out then and back underway, oh dear, they don't look too good then, does the medium compound tyres for now then. We'll wait and see then how he gets them warmed up then and back underway as well then, but he's going to have to get them done quickly then, because here comes the leaders then onto lap 20 then. Rocket Lee sets the fastest lap of the race then. He is catching up then to these two here, flying through onto lap 20 now. Rosa Sky then is back in contention with Groove Ninja as well then. Jay Hings then will be waiting to see what happens with Jay Hings then towards the end of this race then, because Jay Hings then is looking pretty good. Oh yeah, I might have cursed him going through turn 2. He's looking pretty good then in terms of the tyre situation as well then. He is looking in the strongest position as well then for later on in this Grand Prix. We'll wait and see, because that could be pretty interesting stuff indeed then. Mr. Elite then all over the back then of Liam as well here, heading into turn 3 then, but still can't get himself past the Haas then. Liam doing a great job then to hold on to that place then and looking very strong. Oh dear, as I said that, it seems to be a commentator's curse then, everyone I look at, so I'm very sorry. San's got a penalty then, unfortunately for San. He's got another penalty as well then. What's going on with San then? He's having real issues then on those medium compound tyres then. I'm not sure if there was some technical difficulties down in the pit lane there, but I think they put the wrong tyres then on the Mercedes then, unless he's run out of intermediate compound tyres. I'm hopefully not, yeah, there are the leaders in the background. Unfortunately for Sam then, it's going to be a very difficult one then to get himself back in this race. He might want to come back to the pits and get a new set of intermediate compound tyres on that car, as it's really not working out then on the medium compound tyres, unfortunately then for Sam then. And unfortunately for Sam then, he's done a great job in this race there to crack on then, but it's all gone wrong then with that issue then at turn 1 then, and now the medium compound tyres, and he is retired in the pit lane, which is a shame. Groove Ninja has been passed. Groove Ninja has pitted. Okay, right then. This is interesting. Into the pits for the Alpine then of Groove Ninja. Then where will he exit the pit lane is the other question. Groove Ninja. Oh dear, there's a Mercedes there. that's going to be odd. Well, can't do that. Okay. Well, he's got himself out in P9 then. I think that Mercedes was getting in the way then of the Alpine, which is... well, that's why, again, retiring in the pits is frowned upon, to say the least, as well there. Marsky then coming through into turn 2 now. He's currently in the points-paying positions. Interesting strategy then from Groove Ninja then. We'll have to wait and see then how this is going to unfold then, because he's now caught back up then to Irvine. Then, of course, he was running in P4, P5 territory there. But the fresh tyres might be a benefit then. We'll have to wait and see if he can get himself through this action as well then, because there is the action right in front of him. Then Irvine, Mr. Elite, Liam then. These guys have been in a battle for the whole race, it seems, as we go through then onto the back street then on lap 21 of 29. And now into the chicane we go then. Groove Ninja is going to be cruising up to the back of that McLaren in no time at all on his fresh tyres as well here. Will that trigger some more stops as well then? Will there be some more two-stop strategies here? We'll have to find out. But so far, so good then as we go through then into lap 21 then. Unfortunately, one retirement then, and that was Sam then. I'm not sure if that was a technical difficulty or just an accidental difficulty on the pit stop strategy, that is, in terms of the selection of the medium compound tyres there. A lot of drivers dipping their wheels into the grass here, which is scary stuff indeed for me, because I think that's going to result in a spin then if they keep doing that. But they've kept the cars under control very nicely indeed so far in this race then. All drivers as well then. Here comes Groove Ninja then, trying to get himself into P8, then passing Irvine down the inside into turn 1. He's got the move, has he? Yes, he has. Oh, goodness me, the back end all over the place then for the Alpine. Wow. Oh, God, and Irvine was lucky that he didn't get collected there as well then, but Groove Ninja keeping the car under control very nicely indeed then. The Alpine up into P8 then, of course, the fresh tyres then being put to use now as we go through then into lap 22 then. Can he make the moves up then? Of course, he's got a couple of penalties as well then that will be factored in towards the end of the Grand Prix. There's a few there's quite a lot. I think it's about more than half the grid there with penalties out there as it stands as well then. We'll have a look at that then in just a jiff. We'll have a look at that on lap 23, shall we? As a special treat for lap 23. And here comes the Alpine again then of Groove Ninja. Then he's put Mr. Elite under pressure. Then he's got himself past Mr. Elite then into the chicane. Well, before the chicane, I should say. Into the chicane we go now up into P7. Then is Groove Ninja. He's got a bit of a gap then to, once he's past Liam as well, then if he can get himself past Liam, because it's Liam's putting on a great show then of defence here in the Australian Grand Prix then to hold on to that position as well. Then he's now up into P6 then as we go through. But those tyres then are starting to struggle. Wow. Oh, goodness me then. That was dangerous stuff indeed. And thankfully both drivers then are unscathed then as Mr. Elite's gone into the back end of the Alpine there as we go through then onto lap 23 now. Then we'll have a look at the penalty situation. And there we are then, and here comes Groove Ninja then on the attack then. Oh dear, Liam's gone off the circuit slightly there, which is not not good news. As we go through into turn 1 then, and Groove Ninja has snuck ahead then. This time he's got the car under control as well then as we go through. There are the penalty situations then. Rocket Lee, 3 seconds will not cost him any positions as it stands as well. Then he is looking comfortable for a podium, I should say, as it stands as well. Then Groove Ninja has got 6 seconds. Then the problem with Groove Ninja has got, of course, he's got the freshest tyres of the field, but as I think Liam then getting a bit unsettled by the dirty air going through the car park section of the circuit. Then on to lap 23 we go now. And Mr. Elite looking to put the pressure on as well here. Then here he comes. Rosa Sky has been passed by Jay Hings. Then Jay Hings is flying now. Then can he get himself in contention for a podium place? Then can Jay Hings? We'll wait and see. He's got 9 seconds to find then in the last few laps then of this Grand Prix. Liam then is lost out to Groove Ninja, but he's now under pressure from Mr. Elite as we go through into the chicane. But Mr. Elite can't get past that Haas then, and still the Aston Martin stuck behind then as Liam is doing a brilliant job out there then. Just downloading the game now then. How do I go about getting back in for some racing then as well then? I think you've got me added on Discord, in which case just pop me a message and I'll give you an invite after the Grand Prix is done and dusted then as well there. But or alternatively, I think there's a link a link to our website or something you can join through the website in the comments, not the comments, in the description of this video itself. Yeah, feel free, just ping me a message on Discord and I will get you in. I am Nolsey-80k. Right then, as we go into turn 1, and once again these 3 are putting on a fantastic show. Then I was going through the penalties, wasn't I? I've completely forgotten about that. Groove Ninja then is looking to, I think he will hold on to that, he will at least hold on to that P6 because he's going to be putting the pace down now on his fresh tyres as well. Then he has got that 3-second gap now over Liam as well then, so I think he will be able to hold on to P6 at least. He's got 6 seconds of penalties. Everybody else has got 3 seconds only, so everyone else is doing a great job then minimising the penalties. There's quite a few drivers out there with no penalties at all as well then, as Groove Ninja has picked up another penalty as I've cursed him as well then. So he's got to find another 3 seconds now as well then, has Groove Ninja to hold on to that P6, but he is flying out there then. We'll wait and see then how that impacts the end of the result there as well. The end result, I should say, as well then, with the penalty situation then. As it stands then, Rocket League then will hold on to that podium place then. Groove Ninja is under pressure then to hold on to that P6 position then. Pushing on hard now is Groove Ninja then. Liam is going to hold on, or is he going to hold on? Because Irvine's not got any penalties, I've missed that. Irvine then could pass both Mr. Elite and Liam as we go through then. Mr. Elite looking to shape for a move, not quite there. Oh dear, Cody's got a penalty unfortunately then. Cody then is having, well, he was having a brilliant race then in the first stint, and it's the same as Brooksy unfortunately then. He had a fantastic start in the first stint of the Grand Prix then, but it's gone to pot literally, unfortunately I should say, for Cody as well then, but he's still soldiering on out there, which is fair play indeed. Driver of the day is out in the comments section as well then. Kydell, R2B, Mr. Elite and Irvine are your candidates then as well then for driver of the day. Well, I wouldn't vote just yet then because there's all action still to unfold here in bronze tonight then as well then. R2B and Kydell then are going to be having a bit of a battle as well then. We've got Jay Hings then who's trying to put the pressure on Rocket Lee. Then Rocket Lee's holding on to a podium place quite comfortably now as well then. Good stuff indeed. Mr. Elite then is in a bit of a battle. He's been in a battle for the whole race I think with Liam then, as is Irvine as well then in P9. It's absolutely brilliant stuff indeed. And then we'll have a look at the position changes as well to help your driver of the day votes there as well. Then Irvine could gain 2 more places then and gain 12 there. Mr. Elite could gain 11. Then Liam could gain himself 3, I think, then as well, because of course Irvine would jump up 1 spot ahead of him there as well. Then Jay Hings has gained 4 spots as well then as well. Looking good indeed for the Kick Sauber team as well. Then we've got I've got Irvine, sorry, passing Mr. Elite then into the chicane. Goodness me, Mr. Elite then has lost a place then. Instead of going on the attack, he's looking at the defence then. Oh, not anymore, I should say, but he was looking at that moment in time. But there we go then. Irvine up into P8 now then. They might make the moves on track, then not worry about the penalty situation. Then Mr. Elite struggling on the tyres there as well. Then on the traction we go through here. Baz then under pressure from Serious Mushroom, and Ginger Age then flying through the chicane we go now as well. Then Serious Mushroom then putting the pressure on the racing wall then as well. Then could Serious Mushroom sneak into the points paying positions here? We'll wait and see. We'll find out then in due course. Right then. Lap 26 then, we've got 3 laps to go then at the end of this one then. Oh dear, R2 is going wide then, and that could be costly as well then for R2 we haven't got any penalties pop up there, but yeah, we don't want to get too many warnings in, because that could be very, very bad news indeed to your position in the final classification that is as well. Now Liam's got a different driver right behind him, and it's Irvine. So Irvine now next to try and get himself past the Haas. Then Liam has put on a stout defence. Indeed, very stout defence, I have to say, but he's been very good to the letter of the law as well. Then as Irvine's gone in the back of him there, I think into turn 6. Then that's cost Irvine a bit of speed and pace as we go through then onto this back straight then. But I think they've recovered that nicely as well. Then has the McLaren driver then good stuff indeed. Then he's now putting the pressure back on Liam already. Then so that he's got himself back on the front foot then as Irvine, and storming back after Liam. Goodness me, that back end flying then, almost trying to spin that McLaren around. Then going through the exit of the chicane onto lap 27 then of 29 we go now. And the great news is there's no safety cars after this point, so there we go. No, credit to all the drivers in and putting on a shift tonight. Then they have put on an incredible race so far, and hopefully they could do so for the next 2.5 laps or so as well. Then because we have got a show here then in Australia. Then it's been raining all race as well. Then but the drivers have been putting on a fantastic performance, and I have to say. And Bronze, as Kamara Racer said very earlier on, then he said. He said Bronze has got some great racing indeed, and it really has done tonight as well. Then as here comes Mr. Elite this time. Oh dear, where is he going? I thought he was weaving then, but he's going to go down the inside there. That's not the door was slightly ajar, but it wasn't fully open. Let's just say that. But there we go. If you no longer go for a gap and all of that, but yeah, that tends to end badly if you try and go for a gap that's not really there. But anyway, cracking on then. Irvine's still stuck behind. Like I said, Liam is doing a fantastic job, I have to say. Then Liam is my candidate for. I'm going to curse him now. Oh my goodness me! I thought I cursed him. But Liam then, he is doing a great job, and he almost was in the wall there, but fantastic save then from the Haas driver. Then that was incredible. What a save then from the Haas then of Liam. Mr. Elite has got himself back past Irvine here, so these two carrying on their fight then right behind the Haas, and now Mr. Elite's going to try and get himself past Liam as well. Then is his next target then, but of course he's seen the back of that Haas for a long time. Then as Mr. Elite then, and down the inside we go then into the final couple of corners, and he's got himself through. Yes, he has. Then Mr. Elite up into P7. Then Liam has relinquished P7 for now. Can he fight back is the question then. Irvine, can he get himself past as well? Then we'll wait and see then as we go on to lap 28. Then the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix. We've got some movers and shakers here. Then Ginger Age, Jake the Slayer. Then all sorts of things going on then as well. Then heading through then into, oh dear, that's going to be tight. And oh goodness me, Jake the Slayer and Ginger Age having a great battle then as well. Then Cody's right behind as well here. Yeah, and like I said, Cody then is, well, fair play indeed to Cody. Ginger Age, where's Ginger Age gone? I think he'd let him through. Yeah, oh dear. Is that a puncture? Is that a puncture for? It's a puncture for Housey. Then Housey's got an issue. Then what tyre situation is he on? Has he pitted? He hasn't pitted. Housey was trying to get to the end of the Grand Prix. Then Housey's got a puncture here. Then in the penultimate lap then of the Grand Prix. Then and it's terrible. Then for Housey. Then there's a wall there. And sorry. Oh goodness me. Then Housey. Then I didn't realise Housey hadn't pitted then in this Grand Prix. Then, but he has. Well, he's going to have to pit now, unfortunately there. But. It's such a shame then, because it would have been fantastic to see then if he can get himself to the end of the Grand Prix then on the penultimate lap of the Grand Prix. Then that puncture then, and I just saw it on the main straight then as we were watching Ginger Rage then having his usual problems. But unfortunately for Housey then, that is bad news. Ginger Rage has got himself. Cody's had an issue then. I think that's the same place that we saw Liam have his issue as well. Then Wab Stappen's past Baz here into P11 now. Oh my goodness me, it's all chaos. in the final laps. Then Rosa Sky's got a penalty. Then Jake the Slayer's gone wide. Mushroom's gone through. Or has he? No. Jake the Slayer's gone into the wall. What's going on here in this race? Then Liam's being passed by Irvine. Yellow flags out there then for a race. Baz is also off. Goodness me, what's happening here? Oh my goodness me, it's all gone to pot then in the final laps. Baz has retired. Oh dear, he's had an issue somewhere on the track then. Oh dear, that's not good news. Hopefully he can get himself back off the track. Onto the final lap then, into the final sector then. Here we go then. Marsky's past Liam then. Liam's had an issue then. Has Liam got a puncture as well then? Liam's off the circuit then. What's happened there? Oh my goodness me, it's all chaos then in the final lap then as well then. It was going so well in lap 28, at the beginning of lap 28 I should say then. But here comes Kydell. Oh my. Kydell then is coming through then. Kydell then is going to claim the victory then here in Australia then for the first outing of Bronze Season 11. Then Liam's retired then. What's happened to Liam? Oh my goodness me. Oh no. It's all... what's going on out there then? Liam's had a crash then at turn 5 then. Oh no. And I can't believe this. It's all gone horribly on the final lap for so many drivers then. It's not gone horribly for Kydell then. Kydell claims the victory here then in Australia then for Ferrari then. What a race then from Kydell then. He was chased down then by R2 Beat in the end there as well. And it's P2 then for the Red Bull driver then of R2 Beat. Great stuff indeed. Jay Hings has got himself P3 then. Podium place then for Jay Hings. Fantastic drive indeed for the Kick Sauber. And well, I'm not sure what happened then because Rocket Lee then is P4 then, but he did leave the session. So I think maybe there's some technical gremlins there as well. Then I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see what happened there. Rosa Sky then in P5 then. Groove Ninja in P6 then. Good result then indeed as well. Then holds on to that P6 with the penalty situation that he had as well. Then Mr. Elite then P7. Irvine in P8 then. Marsky P9. Wab Stappen rounds off the points paying positions then. Jake the Slayer then in P11. He's going to be followed closely by Mushroom, who is now P11. And Jake the Slayer P12 then. Ginger Age P13. Cody will cross the line in P14. Real Ashton P17. Housey then is just trying to get himself to the line then as well then, but fair play indeed for Housey. Vintage then will finish P15 then. Liam, I'm not sure what happened to Liam there, but he's P16 and it's a real shame because Liam was looking brilliant in that race for some good points there as well. Real Ashton then is P17. Baz retired then in P19. San in P20 then. Pit and quit then earlier on in this Grand Prix then, and Housey then a puncture then on the penultimate lap then finishes P18 then. My God. What a race then. Congrats, Kydell, says R2 Beat. Then Emerson came back this season, says Styles then. Shadows has said, might be fun, then I will get some practice in first as well then. Looking forward to seeing Shadows back then if he jumps back in. Then here comes Kydell for the top spot on the podium there as well. Then the Red Bull then of R2 Beat in P2 and the Kick Sauber of Jay Hings in P3 then. Fantastic stuff indeed. Cody said Judy's guy's pace was there. Yeah, it was unlucky then from Cody as well there, and just the spin then at the end there as well was costly as well. Wow, that was crazy there. Great race then from Reflection then. Well done everyone as well then from Reflection, and of course the bronze champion then. So we'll see. Well, he did a good job yesterday as well in the Ferrari. But there we are then. Those are the classifications then for the Bronze Grand Prix, then the Australian Grand Prix, sorry. So say Rocket League does get himself, I think it says he finished P4. We'll have to double check that on the stream. But he got himself the fastest lap point as well then for Rocket League. So that's pretty good stuff indeed. That's the classification there for Bronze Season 11, Round 1, Australia then. No stops for Housey then. Brilliant stuff indeed. But we'll get some interviews underway then in just a jiffy then. But we'll start off we'll firstly have to find out who's here. There we go. We've got everybody in, I think, then. So that's good stuff indeed. We'll start off then with Jay Hings. Where are you? There we are. Good stuff. We'll start off with Jay Hings then from, I think it was P8 in the end there. Like I said, I haven't got any idea what was going on in that race. I was completely befuddled. But a podium then in the first race of the season, nonetheless, then from Jay Hings. Wherever you started, you did a good job then finishing then on the top steps then. So how was that race from your point of view?
Yeah, it was really good. I was excited when I saw it was raining in qualifying. You could see like it was going to rain in the race. P8 I thought was a decent place to start from. Nothing spectacular, but I knew in the rain is kind of where I think I'm best. So I knew I could do something. And I think my strategy to go from Like we had people bidding like 13, 14. I think when I biked lap 16, that was the better idea, and I was taking care of the tyres, especially like thermal degradation from lap 1 coming out of the pits, and I think that helped me, especially at the end, to catch up to Rocket Lisa, I believe it was, to snatch P3.
And well, you have to clear something up as well for you. Did you passed him on with the penalty situation not at the end of that race, or was there an overtake there? We didn't see it on stream because I was busy
No,
looking at something.
no overtake. It's just with the penalty. Obviously, you'd like to get it done on track yourself, but just not enough laps for me to get it done on track. But I'll still happily take it with the penalty.
And like I said, it was great pace as well. And you offset the strategy slightly as well. Then we're going a bit longer in the first stint. Then did you think that helped get you the podium tonight?
Yeah, I think because I avoided both traffic for other people that would have gone a bit longer, and also I think in the second stint I was able to take care of the tyres a bit more. I ended the race, I think, with 10, 15% better tyres than other people, and that obviously is a big pace advantage.
Absolutely smashed it tonight as well. Then are we looking to get? Are we going to be seeing you more on the podium celebrations then in the next 16 races? Then, what's your plans then for the season?
I think top 5s is normally what I'd aim for. I think when it is wet, that would be my best chance to get more podiums. But I think in the dry, lack the pace a little bit, but maybe it will come to me throughout the season.
I'll see what I can do about sorting out the lobbies for wet races then in the future. But good stuff tonight then. Congratulations then, Jay Hings, P3 for the Kick Sauber team. R2 beat then in P2, I think. Yes, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Hopefully he's there. R2 beat then a fantastic race from yourself as well then. Of course, keeping the car under control in these wet conditions is very difficult stuff indeed. But how did that race go from your point of view then, and what's your aspirations for season 11 of bronze?
Yeah, it was a nice race. Some quick guys around me, so we had some fun in the beginning, and Kaidel was just too fast to overtake, but we had, I think, almost the entire race I saw the back of his car. So, and yeah, it was really hard to keep it under control and try to do something to find a spot where you can maybe push for an overtake, but he was just too consistent. So yeah, in the end, it was a very nice race, but yeah, it's intense in the rain.
And the tricky conditions as well. Like I said, Australia is a tricky track in the dry. It really was a fantastic race to watch then, from my point of view at least. But what's your plans then going through the next 16 rounds as well? Then are we looking to see you challenge for the title? Then what's the aspirations for your season?
Yeah, I want to try to get to a podium and maybe for the title, but we will see in the end. First of all, let's race every race, and then we will see how far we get. But with these fast guys around me, it's not a definite win every race, as you could see today. Yeah.
Exactly. No, it looks like there's going to be quite a few challenging then as well then for bronze season 11, which is great stuff to see then. I don't think Kaidel has joined us there as well then, but so we'll say well done to Kaidel, of course, our race winner then for the opening round of the season. Well done indeed then to R2 Beat then and Jay Hings as well on the podium. And we'll see you in a week's time for some more bronze action next time in China then. Will it be a wet race there as well then? Hopefully, hopefully for some, then maybe for these two here, they will look forward to that, but wait and see. But join us then in a week's time, of course. We've got the 100% League then starting back up then this Sunday then, of course, with the switch of the days then. So the 100% League will be racing around Spain then in a few days' time then, before we crack on then with China in gold, silver and bronze. See you very soon. We'll be back soon in just a couple of days.